Okay. So I don't know why the phone went out earlier, but I went to go get my coffee and I decided to wear just my afro. But I didn't like my little afro because I just cut. I had underneath my wigs, I was just having my hair packed down, wearing the wigs, and then it was so matted. It was like some free locks down in there, and I had to just cut them free locks and comb through it or whatever like this. I mean, it seemed like it's healthy, but I just had to cut. Like they was this long, just sticking out when I take the wig up. It's like bing, so I just cut them, and then I just combed through what was left. So it's like a patchy because there's no rhyme or reason to the cut. All right. So I went to the place to go get my coffee or whatever, and I realized with these clothes that got back in my car from my daughter's car, that a scarf was back there. So when I pulled up to the window, I just put the scarf on because I was like, "Oh, you look kind of crazy. I kind of look like a man." Ooh, I know though. I know my features are a lot different today, but I know too somebody trying to get me to be in some competition and put makeup on and do my hair and stuff like I used to do every day, and I just don't want to. None of this shit got nothing to do with that, and that's how you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to show you, motherfuckers. None of that shit got nothing to do with this. Just like I was saying about, because I did a video a long time ago on like David and Goliath, excuse me, or who is it, David and Goliath, and then who I thought it was one more strong man in the Bible. I thought it was another strong man. And then I was saying, people like to say this, but this is a different kind of strength that somebody's looking at. They always want to say it's some man, some big strong man. They show, in those Bible books and stuff like this. It's like over the top. When we really talking about some type of spiritual strength here, we're really talking about some type of anointing that anybody could wear. It could be a girl too, that nobody supposed to be fucking with or they can't really fuck with like that. I feel like I got a lot of slack for that video, but it's just the truth. Like these are centuries of brainwashing or something like this got these people thinking some kind of way. Like that powerful being that came could not be somebody that just holds some type of something here. All right. So I was looking in the mirror. I'm like, ooh, you kind of look kind of a little bad or whatever. Mm. You know, I just realized too, because I think my daughter had two other bags in the car. And then I went in the garbage before I pulled off and I'm like, why is these people trying to get rid of this? Even my person, there's like 10 bags of clothes down there that just got a mix of clothes in it. Nobody never went through it. And he's just so desperate to throw these clothes away. But I just opened up the thing and I looked through the bag and I'm like, wait, that's my good Miami skirt. Like that's my good vintage skirt that I wore when I was in Miami when I was lost that weight and I was looking all good. Like, hold on. I know I don't like the way it looked no more, but you can't just throw this away. So I had to put the bags in my car. Mm. But something when I was watching that Trayvon Martin thing last night, I just like to talk about the peak things when God just like beep, beep, beep. It's things that people say. And it's like beep. So somebody had gotten some garbage or something. A reporter that was doing something, he got some garbage from these people's house and he got some of the stuff tested. And like the clothes or whatever was like the mom's. And then the scarf was the girl's, and then the handwriting or the saliva and the handwriting on some envelopes or something like this was of the other daughter. And they found out that the girl Diamond that was playing the part on TV, the big girl that we was looking at, was actually the half sister of the girl. Now we had to be careful with this because I wonder if some of these people are the clones of these people, because they're not showing the real images of people on media, on the news. They're not showing. So that's what I was talking about earlier. I think where I got cut off at is that it was a way to bury a whole bunch, a whole bunch of people, and it wouldn't alert something when we see these people's faces on the news, because that's not actually who probably could be involved at all. Maybe the main person could be the person that they're saying that died, that everybody's rallying up about. But the characters that they're using in these things is like, what would make you think that you got the fake? It's many news out here. What make you think you got the fake news? And I feel like it's because they trying to scatter some people or delete or do something with some people so that they can usher in these new people that they created under this fake family that stole my crown and my finances and my position of power when it comes to whatever goes on around or within or underneath the government or behind it. Is for my family. It's the way that we were put together. We were built to do that. But somebody is sitting in that position and they're not built to do that. And I feel like it's a lot of these men that have this narrative of this polyamorous or whatever like this. Also, I was hearing about a group of men that were breeding children through the women and then taking these women as wives. But the type of women like me that was raising these children, nobody don't just get these daughters. I don't give a fuck if your family, this ain't even like, oh, but we're family and we just do it. No, I don't even think your sons is equipped in the 3D. I'm looking at the works. You see what I'm saying? I don't even think your sons is equipped. And if y'all was doing this to me, I don't even think your son that was with me is equipped for me. And definitely, you know what I'm saying? So it's maybe like they sent this son off with another little cut. Or if they was doing this to people around us or something, they could have sent this person off with somebody else. Or they could have sent my masculine off like, the image may be different, but his intel with transhumanism to be with my little half sister. It's something weird like this that they're doing. Okay? We're not talking nothing that's fake. This is all real over here. Just like so I was watching documentaries last night. I was getting back in the groove of thing, but I don't even want to do that. Why are you doing that? Why are you trying to make me start? I already solved this. We already talked about this before, whatever. Right? So they were going over to they were talking about China and also with the Prince of Dubai. And it was like, China is still in intent. It's not just China. It's Mexico. It's Mexico, China, whatever the fuck this is. This is not just, it was just like it was taking me back through the past 4 years, the weird occurrences that I was on here talking about. It's like sources showing me these things through these things. Like my phones and my laptop. The one time when my person was like, take that post down, and then he was like, okay, you're not gonna be doing no videos. I'm like, who the fuck you think you talking to? You're not about to take and he took my laptop and hid it somewhere. He took it out the house and put it somewhere for like a week. But I knew that the argument was fake. Everything was fake. Like something else was pressuring this person to do this. Just like when he come in and he clean out closets or clean out something in the basement or something like this. It's like there's a spirit on him. I could see him while he moving, to throw this stuff away, clean out that one closet and throw everything. It's almost like it's an antagonizing spirit that's jealous or want to hurt somebody's feeling or think that I'm attached to material things because I had a lot of craft stuff. Like my craft stuff was like my life. So whenever I got money, that's what I invest. I didn't buy fancy clothes and diamond rings. I might buy clothes that look cute on me or something. Purses. I didn't invest in that. I invested in my craft room. So I was kind of devastated when it flooded and ruined some of my stuff. Just do regular crafts. I use vintage and antique items that you can't replace. Things stored up when I want to make something, and I'm being inspired to use that one thing, that Japanese antique paper. I want to be able to find that and use it. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be able to find that again, right? So it made me think they were doing something with my laptop when they took it. I could see a vision like he was taking my laptop to a female that he was working with on this heist or whatever. Now that masculine energy, I don't think that that's the same person. I don't think that's the same person that's in the house right now. With me, they keep on making derricks and sending them in. With these other people, they can change up the scene. You know what I'm saying? Even these men, they don't keep making Shalandas that look like me when they change up this man and send him away. They give him an array of something to make somebody happy. Like, oh, I got something new. Let me play with this. But they keep sending me the same old nigga. And I told you, it don't even matter if this person is innocent and it's his family or the community. It doesn't matter. It's disgusting to me. I can't get rid of this motherfucker or something like this. I know that these people are abusing my house or abusing me in the house or something, or sending in outside forces or something to try to mess around with me or take my children or whatever this is, you know. So the real him could be locked up somewhere and they just playing these games. And that's why I'm saying they could try to take away my government official status before I could make real changes. You know what I'm saying? Before I could order or command this person be removed and a new person be sent in. They tried to remove me from some kind of status so that I will be stuck in like turmoil or something like this, because this is not a contractual thing where you could just, you know, even if there is some kind of rerouting or replacement, there's supposed to be like okay, go move here. You could choose to move to here, here, or here. Everything's gonna be taken care of for the first amount of time. Or here's an envelope with the keys to this apartment. Go to this place, do this or something like this. They're not doing that. They're trying to make it harder for me or something like this. Even if I did want to leave for a little bit and just gather myself and just take whatever these people is offering to get a footing. Because as long as I stay in the house with these people or they stay in my house with me, and I don't think it's fair, because I don't think that that's the same person that bought this house. If he died, that's my house. If the person that lived there, the Luna people that lived there, if these people are connected to this thing, it's almost like this house could have been even left over to me, right? So it's a house in that neighborhood that was left over to me and somebody didn't give it to me. Somebody else is living in it. Because this is the way that whatever this is works. They might have something for the people that choose to gather and join these groups and shut up and just take what you get. But I'm not a high priestess. I'm a fucking empress. And I'm not just taking what I want. The whole fucking thing is mine already. We're just realizing this, that this is deeper. So anyways, they were testing the DNA on these pieces or these articles from the trash can. And like I said, it was funny to find out. But what I keep on thinking is something could have happened when this masculine energy went to the African church. My person, one Christmas, he was like, oh, I'm just going to go to make my mom happy or whatever. But he don't believe in God and church and stuff like this or whatever at the time. And he ended up, I was like, oh, I just got a feeling about him going to that church. And I told y'all when I looked at the church picture, the way that it was stanced is the girlfriend of the brother Joshua was standing off to the side like she was mated up with my person. And the Joshua was way on the other side of the picture. And I was like, that kind of don't make no sense. And I think maybe even my daughter was on, I don't know if my daughter went or not. No, he might have just went by himself. I can't remember because we were having a conversation if she was going to go or not. I don't know, but it was funny to see it like that because I'm like, whatever, they took like a big old group picture after this church function. But somebody could be just trying to reach out and say that something happened to this person. I know that the last 4 years was when all the money was being exchanged, is what I'm hearing. All the money was being placed or something like this. Okay, of mine inheritance, right? So anyways, so I was wondering, did somebody send some stuff off for DNA testing, and then this is the something. But the people on the footage, right, of this documentary that was being shown, they look like my cousin Tiffany people. So it's like, I don't understand. I was trying to pick it up, because even if somebody stole this stuff and did DNA testing on it, okay. Okay. The women that they were showing there, I told you, they look like my Uncle Moses people. The mayor or whatever that was going for governor or something like this looked like my brother. Trayvon Martin mama started to look a lot like my play sister Sophia. And Sophia and my brother used to fuck around. Okay. Now, It's almost like these people relocated. Like they do it in like little herds or little groups. I was just looking at how familiar all these people looked. And why didn't I notice that even back in the day? Because there was some conflict about who wrote the letter. It was a letter that came into the case like a year later. Was it the girl Diamond? Was it the fake girl Diamond? Or was it the mama who, or the other people's mama? Who was it they were saying we got solitude in reverse? So this is something that's supposed to be spoken on. The shadow something or the silhouette of something here. Also, there's something about places like homes or buildings with secret underground access or bunkers or spaces. Like somebody's like, oh, we checked the whole premises. There's nothing here. But like something is secret. There's like as above, so below with somebody's crib or something, somebody's house. The Golden Palace in reverse. It's like they're kidnapping these people that were around me or created by me to use them for energy. Like, this is weird. Because even this card came up again yesterday. Because I feel like at one point in time, they were trying to act like this all eternal energy is my mother or my grandmother or somebody that's over me or something like this. But this is a Moses people. I think she could be under that sector. And they were acting it like this person has got a longer neck than me. They started the journey before me. They got a higher something of knowledge. But it's really these people just have a lowly way of looking at something because you thought you was slick by trying to build something up like me. And this is a lot of things what these people do. They deal with mimicry, building other people up as if they're other people, and you're never getting the result. So we're never getting change. We're never getting raised up as a nation because you keep doing this stupid shit when you know you already had it. You already had it. You still have access to who it really is, but you just keep on bringing something that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? So this could signify that this person can't see higher than me. They're not more of a oracle or something. Like they're not a higher seer. Because remember, I said something about two scenarios there. Me and that person, or what did I say? Evelyn and this shit could go back, whatever this laundering is, or whatever this is, this opportunity heist, or this whatever this is, it could go back way back when Real Housewives or Love and Hip Hop, Miami, whichever one Evelyn them was on. Okay, whichever one. What was her name? Jennifer. Yeah, I think her name was Jennifer. On there, Evelyn and Jennifer were friends, I thought, in Miami. Also, there's a connection here though, because when I look at the game and I look at a picture when I was sitting next to my grandma a long time ago at her house, I really got a picture where I look a little bit like that person, like the game, the features is the same. I'm just wondering. And out of all the kids in the picture, I was in that stance like Freemasons hold their hands in between their crotch, like in front of their crotch with their hands folded. Like I was in that stance, and I was only like 5 years old or something like this. I was little. And then I matched up that picture with Trayvon and him and all these other people. It's the eyes. It's something in the eyes. And then my cousin Tiffany too. I matched up with those, and it's something about the eyes here. But I forgot what else was with this last night. We were supposed to go back to this, but I cleared everything up. Oh, the money. Okay, the theft. This was the person that stole, and this was the person that had the actual money or didn't get the actual money. So that could be a reason why they bringing Krishan out as a mini me. You know what I'm saying? Because something started. It's like the beginning and the ending of this trickery with Jennifer and that show, and then with Krishan with Blueface now. It's something about like that's not the alpha and omega. That's the beginning and the ending of this bullshit that these people then this gap. There's a gap. And I feel like somebody's trying to go back and find out. There's a gap. They're trying to figure once they figure out, oh, this is the earliest. This is where it was the original. And then they had to say no. And they had to keep going back further into something. So again, if these people are vicariously living through these beings that we're seeing that kind of look like them, you know, because I feel like when I pick on, they're trying to deal with some type of abandonment issues that I don't have, you know, and every time somebody come in and hold on to the leash that got something to do with my energy, every 3 months, every 3 years, whatever, however they're doing this, it's like I'm supposed to feel some kind of way, but I never felt you there. I never knew you were there. You made it. I could feel somebody getting into my energy, and then it's a blank space, and then they say, "Oh, I had to let you go so I can love me." But these people recreated like something here. It's like these people are supposed to be off the earth, but what they're doing is repopulating or using transhumanism to bring themselves back in at a young age and live a whole nother 80 years or something like this. It's like I told you, it's like a strange, like deep meaning to living vicariously through your child, but some of these people ain't the child. This is just an alternative version or alter of them. And these are the ones that cannot buy or sell, but they're going to gain all the finances and strip me of my finances from behind the scenes that they're supposed to be the ones that deliver this, right? So it's like it's really I just needed a boost off of you, and I'm letting go. If these are angels or demons that were supposed to come in and set something straight, they didn't do that. It's just like, yeah, I got this. I'm paying attention. I'm making sure I'm feeding your dog or something like this. Or yeah, the dog is happy and everything, and then you come back from a vacation or something after a month in another country, and you trust in this person that you thought you could trust to just watch over the dog, come and feed it once a day or something, and you come back to a dead dog that's skinny and frail and sick looking. This dog was really being, you know, it was fat and happy and everything. And that now you said you was taking care of it, but now I'm coming back and it's not taken care of. This shit runs a lot deeper here. Whatever this is that these people been doing, it's enough is enough. It's whatever they think they doing it to one person, but it's don't with this being America and this energy or this force that's around me, they're doing something, you know, they're ruining something for a lot of people. It's not just they're looking at it as like, who are you? Oh, that we need to worship or we need to look like this or we need to help you or something like this or something. But like really these people wouldn't have to, but you took something. Like you took some fool's gold or something, or you took some of that gold or something like this, and now your ass is cursed because you knew what it was when you drank from that fountain or something like this, or you whatever this is. You see? So this is like fake helpful hands that are just the whole time they was there, they was stealing stuff out your house. Then you go living back in your crib and you thought you could trust this person now, but you go open up your jewelry box and your bracelet missing and that's missing. And then a week later, you're like, damn, this bitch was up in here. Well, nobody, I left her responsible for the house. Like, why is all my stuff missing out of here? Or even if we talk about intellectual property, like this person was very expansive in history. Somebody might want to tap back into your energy, however, and get a brief history lesson to see what they learned or what they didn't see that. And they like, where's all the information and intel or the intellectual property that was in this person? Last time when I came here, this person was writing music, like happily laying there writing music, and like it probably ain't the best music, or they was writing poems, or they was writing down something that was something. Like, what the fuck happened to this skill that this person had? Like, I feel like somebody's looking at a situation like this, because you do remember that we had seen the entertainment industry or some industry was in reverse. They didn't take somebody's money. They already had money. You know what I'm saying? But they took something else. Somebody's light. These people could have tried to take somebody's soul. Okay? If I didn't really think who I know I am, then I would think that they would be able to touch my soul. But I think that's it. You fuck around right there and you're going to find out. But they could be stripping somebody of something else, like your essence. They could be fucking with the essence. Okay? And then I noticed that this year they saying like people was coming in for the Essence Festival, and The Essence, I went to the Essence Festival years ago, like 10 or 15 years ago with my sister and them. And then they said now, the Essence Festival is going down, is dwindling down for the first time in like a long time. Okay. But I'm telling you, somebody could have found out something that they did to me or somebody while we were there. Like I told you, they could have been starting little fires everywhere where I went, said I did something to other people. But in all actuality, these people was just lying, or they was doing it to them and blaming me, or they was doing something to me. You see what I'm saying? Somebody was setting like little fires everywhere. Like these ain't like, this was so that you wouldn't be looked at as responsible or I for something right now. It's not debatable. It's not up for grabs. It's not something that somebody else can do. You know, these people just got to be imbeciles by now. Like, this could be somebody on demon time with this divine masculine. And I don't like how these divine people be on, these so-called divine people be on here like, you don't do like this or whatever. It's like they're making the rules as they go. But y'all ain't the ones that make the rules. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like some demons really think that they angels, or and they're trying to take over a certain dimension or something. And these people is just all fucked up in reverse. It don't matter how they lifestyle look, but they want to beat somebody to it and then try to show you in your, when you going through turmoil or some type of struggle, and then show them living these lives. And then because social media, glorifies, or people show their life. So, oh, look at me, I'm at this today, and I'm traveling here, and I look at my nice apartment and my pretty things and stuff. And like that makes somebody whole. And it doesn't. It almost like they got a hole in their brain or their heart or somewhere else. It's like, I don't know, man. And it ain't even nothing I'm sitting on here trying to convince nobody of. It's the weirdest thing, because they want you to get on here, keep on getting on that soapbox and crying, or sit. No, I'm telling you, my shit, what I'm doing ain't nothing like what everybody else is doing. So you might well wrap that shit up. I'm just saying, whatever I'm saying is going to change the trajectory of the way this shit goes in the future. We got abuse. It's like they thinking that I'm talking like, please stop these people or something like this from doing this abuse. I could barely feel the stuff, but I'm pretty sure that there's a version of me out there that could be getting physical trauma and hurt and pain. You don't, or somebody that's connected to me. Okay, there is some kind of abuse going on. This could even be. It don't have to be a tomato on your head. This could be some kind of other abuse because I'm a royal here, or somebody else is of a royal lineage. Your heraldry is royal. Okay, and so these people are mad about that, so they're trying to use their superpowers or their X-Men powers to block me or you from advancing where we're already was born advanced. When you born a royal, you just are. Nobody need to take you through no test to see if you ready to do something. If somebody die or your dad, you could be a king at 10. Somebody is trying to make this, like I said, somebody is not being protected. Now, it might be because these people could have been trying to put this person off. Say this to say this. Say your person got a clone or a doppelganger. Say these people, this family thought they was slick. We got 1993 in reverse. Okay. Say your family, because this gives me that 94 with that destruction with the greens, with the pathway. Because I was asking let's go back to this real quick. I asked my person, I don't know what, that could have been a 15th birthday party, 16th birthday party, something like this. But I was just trying to figure out if a masculine energy was gone as soon as I met him, 12 years old, I kiss him, wake him up, they go back to the family, oh my God, I got kissed by the Empress, and now I remember something like this. We got to go do this and that, or something like this. So let's just say the first version of this boy that I met when I kissed this person, these people woke up, the whole family woke up. This make me wonder why in some traditions they do kiss each other, even on the mouth, men, okay? But let's say that. And so they put a clone there. It's almost like, I don't know, if this person was in the background and that was the first version of this male that I met, it's like the Freemasons led this person to that house, and maybe because they thought some destruction was going to happen, maybe because They got a sense or a signal that some destruction, or they came to bring the destruction. But a bigger twister from above came in and blasted something. Now again, cause I keep on hearing, then we ran. So wondering if these people tried to do something back then and it got stopped by a higher force. Like these greens was about to come after me back then. Like it wasn't no red flag, like they're coming after you, Rhaenyra. It wasn't nothing like that. It's But again, so now we're going back. That was 94. Now we're going back to 93 when somebody else was not being protected. I just seen somebody with a sticker on the back of their car that said something like Bella, something, something, something. Why the fuck won't you let me over? It was Jacob. Like, why won't you let me over? It was a funny sticker, but I was like, that's funny because Twilight ain't been like popping for a long time. Why this person got this sticker on the back of their car? I don't know, but this is also like, oh God, not until you bless me. Somebody trying to wrestle with God, but somebody's like, why? Oh, it says something like, oh Bella, I'm doing something. Why the fuck won't you let me over? It was like a bumper sticker. But this could be some type of atonement for some type of abuse here. Maybe this person didn't feel protected in 1993. Something could have happened to somebody or this male in 1993. And this could have made these people start abusing me, or these people was abusing me, and then this person got violated in a manner. This could be anybody. It don't have to be this boyfriend. But what I'm seeing is 1993 was in reverse when somebody lost protection, or maybe this was like a city was protecting a certain masculine or something, but somebody else came in that they was intrigued by. This could be some kind of tourist situation here. Mind you, yeah, but again, somebody is not somebody's child. Maybe this is why somebody is being nice to a child, is because it's not your child, or because this could be a child that was taken or a child that's dead. So this could be a city of the dead, and they've been waiting for somebody that's dead like them, or from a dead woman that used a living woman's womb to bring a child in, and they waiting for a dead queen or something like this. Okay, it could be something like this. Or somebody could be getting abused because you saying that somebody is not your child, but it looked like it's not your fucking child. That's why I said these men was stealing these kids, taking them off to other places, reprogramming them to think something about their parents as to why they was there. And these boys, I said boys to men, these men are now, they have to cover up for what they did, but stealing these children and taking them and reprogramming them as wives, even if these was people in your family. And so it's almost like they both, like, if, say somebody took my child 4 years ago, but they gave me a because they both clingy to me. They want, when I leave the house for too long, it's come back, mom. You know, they both, it's like little traits that they program the child to try to behave the same way. But I could look in the child's face and say that this is not the fucking same child. I got only one child to raise left. This is not the same little girl that was in my house 5 years ago as my child. So I'm wondering, then I was looking at a picture of the Joshua brother, and I was thinking, well, damn, that little girl, if these people would have gave this child steroids or whatever they do to age these people to hide their identity, that looked like my child, or that's the mother of my child. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the counterparts of my child. It looked like my child, because I stopped hanging out at the parents' house when he got with this particular girlfriend. So I never, like, we broke up when he stopped dealing with Shadana, the girl that moved to Texas that had the hair braiding shop or whatever in Waukegan. When they broke up and she moved to Texas, I don't know why I feel like they took a part of the family or something down there too. Something weird happened, y'all. And so when that broke up, it broke a piece of the soul of the family off, and she was just a girlfriend. She was just a girlfriend. They just had dated for a long time. And then he ended up getting a damn Ethiopian girl pregnant, Maret or whatever her name is, and then they had a baby. But I think Shadana was already gone, or I don't know, and maybe she was still here, and then she ended up leaving and moving to Texas supposedly. But that could just be a cold word for people getting rid of people out of the simulation. Because I thought that the bond that me and we didn't hang out, we didn't go, but when we seen it was something familiar. Could be from a past lifetime that me and this person, but it was just something very familiar. Like we could get up in that table, we can get up at that table at the mom and them house because nobody else used to talk. But us girls, me, the Davis girl, and this girl could get at the table and we talk. Like some hens or something like this at the table at the house. Everybody else be talking about like car parts or something like this, and we be talking about real shit. Okay, so and they was together for a couple years, but I just remember it's not like it was that bad, but I just seen something. You know how you be standing back looking at a situation? I just seen like what seemed like a little piece of something, because they all went to the same church too and everything like this, with the sign of the dove. And so I just remember a little piece being broke off. Now everybody's mad at me the way that I'm going through my path. After they destroyed my path, I had to rebuild it. But no, that these people might have got some kind of pass or leeway into something. But everything that I'm doing is warranted. Everything that I'm saying, it got to be said. You understand? So people like you just propel, just go higher. That was for y'all. I came to set the motherfucking record straight about something. It's something that these people did that the records got to be straightened. There's no going around it. It's just none. This is somebody that's like on the head on the chopping block, and they like, well, so it be or whatever. And they like, this bitch, hold on. Like maybe this person ain't no punk. Maybe if we do this, we're gonna have to pay for this shit in the end. You see what I'm saying? And so just so y'all know, the head wrap is not because of nothing about Islam. The head wrap is because look, this is what my hair look like at the bottom here. Okay, and I look kind of like something I don't want to be looking like on camera. I'm not too embarrassed to show y'all, but I just rather, you see what I'm saying? I would rather not be sitting there this whole time looking like that. All right. It's bad enough. Y'all seeing my face like this with no hair on is bad. If somebody think it's, oh, because you don't have a wig, I'm on camera still and I don't have no wig on. It's not that. Like I told you, people be trying to play with women, like strong women or blessed women. They be trying to play with us like we can't be feeling confident unless we got this on or that makeup or something. I feel the same damn way. I just know I look better when I dress myself up. I mean, that's what the fuck you doing it for, ain't it? Is to look better? Or to make yourself look the best, not better, but the best. If you about to show up somewhere. All right. Mind you, these are men that don't like natural hair and shit anyways. Or they don't really like girls with no makeup, but they'll tell you that. They'll say, oh, I really don't like nails and makeup. But that's who they giving all their money to behind the scenes. At the hotel, once the female or the woman that they with realize that they being disrespected. Or something like this. Somebody could have killed the healer. But I was looking at that damn documentary. Like, why they like, let's get back on this subject and then I'm gonna jump back over here. Before I forget this. This was the last thing I wanted to say about that. The hoax of Trayvon Martin. What tripped me out is at the end they showed the girl Diamond. She went on later on to do this, and now she's dating a new boy named Noah or something like this. See, so this is something here where somebody was like being named Noah. It's like a joke. It's like somebody playing in somebody's face. And they were sent off, because Noah was sent off to do something new. He was the only one found clean. But when I looked at this boy Noah, it ain't nothing but Trayvon Martin with a face job. The same way all these other people all the people that I was seeing in this shit got nose job. This is what they do. This group changes people's ugly Roxanne. No, movie Roxanne with Richard no. Who was in that movie? It was a movie called Roxanne, and the person had a big old ugly nose. This is what these people do. They changed the nose, so you, even if you think that's somebody, you're like, nah. Or like, I noticed that even in the documentary when he was talking about it, he was like, yeah, and this person went on, he was trying to figure out, he found the face of that girl Diamond, and then found out this, found out that. But I was seeing, ain't no way you can't see that that's Trayvon Martin that really might not even be fucking dead, or they cloned this person and brought this person back, and that's the new old boyfriend. It's the same fucking person with a facelift after some money, because there's not a little bit of stuff that he found out about this girl was like a little bit of scamming stuff. Like these girls and these friends that this person hung around with. Now, mind you, these people that they showing us on that damn documentary may not be the real people. Okay? I told you about people moving away, going back to high school or something like this. If they're young enough, they'll put them back in high school. But they were showing like Trayvon Martin friends, and they were showing us call logs, and why was these people talking to people at the bank? She only 16. Why is she talking to major people at Chase and all these other banking facilities or whatever? And these people don't even look like they got no, why was these people on the phone talking to these people about this stuff? So this is what I'm saying. These fake like Messiah leaderships or something like this, where these people got to publicly die and come back, as somebody else in a sense. But somebody else was supposed to be looked at as a Noah to get a new, after God looked and said who was good or whatever like this. Some of these people are using this as sexual desires, who they think is going to be loose, who going to get them some ass, who gay, they're doing these people that's not supposed to be doing the selecting, these brooding vipers or these snakes. They're choosing it off of something else. Or they calling these a sacrifice. Okay, you did that public ritual or whatever. Okay, now, we have to change the way you look a little bit from when you died because people think you're dead. And so we just got to make you look like this, and then you get the new start. Also made me think about one of the versions of this daughter later on that looked like her eyes is like that too. Kind of like her eyes was like that too. So I'm wondering if, the girl Wonder that I used to know Martin too look almost just like him. Like that could be his mama or his sister. Like, was these people that was just in the outskirts, even in Kenosha? Was my person going to go get his food one day and ran into somebody that was outside? What the fuck happened? It made me think about this. And who's the friend? Are these obsessive entities that are attached to us and don't take no for an answer? While some of us is like, leave me alone, or don't do this, or whatever this is. It ain't gonna work because there's no understanding between our realms. It's like elements trying to mix, but it don't work. But they can afflict your life, but you can't afflict their life because they keep on coming back even bigger and stronger, like gremlins. It is no offense, but they have to understand that we cannot keep sugarcoating this like thousands and thousands of tarot readers are doing. Now, those could be the ones that are divine or demons. So they don't know what it's like when they be chanting and so-called meditating and sending these forces towards us when we're not the same. You guys have a code amongst yourself. I can hear it when you're talking about it in tarot. Well, you have to, and they think some old tarot reader is going to be able to snatch and get one of these demons in line when you giving them so much free reign behind the scenes to fuck with people's lives. And just because you like somebody now, or you want to fuck somebody, or they look good in the shower when y'all sneaking watching us and shit like this, now you want to say, oh, well, you better just stop this. I like this person now. Or you was a part of the team that was antagonizing someone, and now you like, oh, now, and it's just like, it's kind of fucking weird. Like, there's no policing for these people. It's some old tarot reader or some mommy Watson energy. Like, you better stop that now. You can't be doing this. Like, these people, they're not getting it. Whatever these children is that you created, or these beings, they're not getting it. It doesn't register to them. You shouldn't just be, and this is the way you policing your people. This is the way that you policing these beings. They don't like me because I'm too motherfucker. I'm that type of parent. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and play with you. And they like a parent that I told you, this entity, whatever this, is like somebody that stroked it, or they talk around it. Like, yeah, my person ain't wrong. We'll talk about the situation, but we won't bring my child in. Even my child is the one that started this. We'll talk around it, or I'll talk about how his friends be doing when I know that this motherfucker is the king of the friends, or he's the pillar of the friends. So and he's the one that supposedly holds the weight or the power, and he's your son, but you condemning all the other people around this person instead of your fucking son or your fucking daughter. I'm her that come and say, no, 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 no. You always blaming the rest of these fucking kids. Your son or your daughter can't do nothing motherfucking wrong. Well, let me tell you something. It's all motherfucking wrong. You wrong, he wrong, she wrong, they wrong, it's wrong. And this shit about to be over. I told you that's to whoop your ass and send you back to your mama. It's not being disrespectful. It's a little analogy. It's something that I just came up with. You know, or go play with your mama. These are women that act like they family can't do no wrong, and they put everything under the fucking table. And people like, oh, you faithless. I'm not listening to anything that you earthly motherfuckers are saying, nigga. I'm a whole that kind of God. What do you think you in my motherfucking way? That's all we need to talk about. I don't want your lessons, bitch. You taking lessons from me. How the fuck I'm taking? How you want? So somebody's like, you have little faith. That's what I'm saying. Somebody else have little faith, and that's why they abusing you too. But they saying it's you that got little faith. But imagine a whole group of people thinking they just doing this to this person because they a horrible person, and then find out, wait a minute, she said in 1995 that somebody signed this check. Y'all said it never happened. But I'm looking at the files right here, and somebody did sign a check and give it to somebody else and sent them on their way with this girl money. And then I seen again, you did it in this year, in that year. You busted. Y'all busted. Ain't nothing you could tell me different. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody like, oh, well, why we got to leave my wife out? Well, let's show you something that she said about you behind the scenes. Don't you want to leave her out now? Yeah, I guess so. Look what we got else to offer. I guess so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I fucked that bitch last night. Oh, yeah, I guess I could deal with this instead of her. Okay, okay. All right. And so, do you see what I'm saying? And then somebody come to forward, wait. Y'all was lying. Y'all was lying. Or somebody kept on saying, why you keep saying that you didn't sleep with my brother, but it's a child, and we had took that child to the camp or something. Now, you know that the person that you talking to don't know that y'all got these secret locations because they don't want to tell you the truth about what happened. That's these people stole this fucking money and they did this. So somebody is rewording something some way. Like it has to be done like this because it is. Or she had to be left behind. No, you don't want nobody to bring up the truth, or you don't want me to be on that compound and run across that paperwork or something like this. So somebody could be figuring out how fucked up their family or a community, and it's harder for people that their parents baby them and shit like this. It's hard, or they do something like this, or there's some type of false narrative that's going on. Or they was fed a false narrative very heavily. It's hard for these people to see what's going on. Yeah, somebody's house was in the upright. These people could be saying, or if this person went on a mission or something, they saying, oh, your wife was having other men in the house and do. Now, if you already know your wife or your husband, like even if you knew your husband was cheating on you or something like this before, you found him yeah, but I know my person, he ain't gonna have nobody in my fucking house. Now, somebody is disrespectful like this. They gave you something else that they brought up from the underworld, and these people have different, no matter what's coming out their mouth, they see the world differently. They just shutting up so that they don't accidentally say nothing stupid, or like my other wife or something like this. Where the upper ecclesiastical version or the real anointed one, they don't think like that. They ain't gonna say like that. They ain't like that. They another way. Even if they quiet, they another way. They don't try to reserve themselves from seeing you face to face every day, talking to you. Even if the person is quiet with other people, they'll talk to you for hours, or they want to sit there and hear you talk, or something like this. These other versions, they don't like that. They want less said as possible. That's usually a scammer. Or somebody that knows, you know how, okay, say, okay, this is making me think about this movie that I was watching, or this thing. It was a crime show or a movie, and this girl was like sneaking out, going to the nightclub, getting dressed all sexy, and leaving out the house at night. And she kept on having, she could have been having problems in a relationship, and she kept on having her friend come and sleep in the bed with her husband and fake like that was her sleeping all night. And by the time she come back early in the morning, slip back in the bed, then she sent the girl out. But one night it got too close and they almost got caught. And then I guess the girl started feeling bad about it because she almost got caught and it was stressing her out. Did he really see? And he ain't saying nothing. And so she went and said, well, I just wanted to tell you, yeah, whatever. Because I think they end up having sex one night too. Because then if she would have said no, well, this could have been the, whatever. Then it would have probably, or they almost had sex or something happened. But I think they ended up messing around later on and getting together. So the girl that was trying to sneak out on her boyfriend and leave the friend there, she did lose the mail to this particular girl. I think at the end of this. You see what I'm saying? Somebody did lose the friend did snatch the mail up. And then start saying, well, and that's what I think somebody's situation, well, I never told you, you talk about her and you feel so bad and you cry every day because we did this. But just so you know, she wasn't no angel. That one time when we went out of town, she was twerking on these guys, or, she slept with a guy or whatever. And we all promised not to say nothing. Like, this is that kind of shit or something like this. Love spell in reverse. And it's like, well, damn, if you cared about me like that, bitch, why you didn't tell me then? Why you wait till you get a little bit of attention from me and we about to hurt your friend to tell me that? Like, what is your motive? Like, somebody don't think, they don't rationalize, betrayal. That's why I know that there's no way that this could be my, if this person did this to me, even one of his clones, there's no way that this could be my soulmate. They put this person in another department or something, like fame or presidential status. They did something to separate us for good. Even though what God's plan is I'm supposed to be in those positions already. I'm supposed to have been already in the background, at least learning the ways. That's the only difference. These people were never supposed to be in those positions, but they're there. I was at least supposed to be in the background learning the ways, or being a socialite and learning, talking to different people and learning the ways or something. They were not. But they gave them positions to those people, and then they blocking me out now. So I can't be in one of these positions. Yeah, an immature man. This could be the older version of this father. These people might just be in shock that this shit is about to catch up to them. We got some kind of healer in 1980. This could be the same thing that somebody did to your dad. Like, okay. Damn, because you could have married into a family not knowing that these families did know each other before. It's just at your wedding, that's not the same version of your dad, and that's not the same version of this person's dad that they were in 1980. This could also be having something to do with the healer energy. If this is, like I said, whoever was born in 1980, they could be saying this unbothered was born in 81. These people don't have nothing to do with this. If anything, my birthday is really 81 or something like this, or 70 something, or whatever this is. So we got the healer. So somebody could have ended something with this, whatever this is. They don't want a certain race to be having their healer. Say this healer is only for one particular phenotype or group, haplotype or something. Somebody got rid of their healer, so when they get sick, this person can't go to them and heal them or whatever. Possibly. Or, like I said, this person ended your life, and since you transformed you, killed you, evil twin energy that killed you, so that they could become the healer, and took your juice. And we're not talking about the slang juice. I thought that little documentary was funny because he was like, I think in slang it means juice means alcohol. But this might even be like what I said, people making liquid courage, or, like making stuff in the lab to give to people, like a serum, something that some of us already have. All right? But again, I'm not sure if this healer, whoever this is that was born in 1980, this could be the original version or supposedly the original version. This person could be dead or they caused the death. All right. This could also be so that something can't change. Okay. Say you woke up in 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you was in full activated alchemy energy. Everybody wanted to be in your energy, not because of nothing. Maybe finances, maybe stuff was going and they knew how to get it from you. But somebody could have ended that version here. So it make you have to work back up to that energy while they watch you and stalk you and take all the information and take all your learnings and everything. So these people are about to be... I see what you're doing. They want to see your next trick. They want you to build up your alchemy bag while they sit there and slurp off of it. We're not doing it. Ice King energy. Somebody could be cold about something here. All right. Somebody with some really long hair. This blue person is not going to be ascending this time. It's a lot of icy energy here. Somebody's about to be going into poverty. This could be somebody that's connected to this. Third party situation in reverse. This crime will be solved in a distant future. Somebody could have left the situation here. There's a strange connection that these beings have. I told you, they be coming in around you, but they don't come up to you. Or they're just using these 5G towers to make people feel close to each other, and they're not really close to each other. This could also have something to do with, like I said, somebody taking a leap of faith, because this is something that their family has taken from you or me that's supposed to really have this type of travel or this type of rank where we can call on our spaceship or command something to get us out of a situation. Somebody else has been able to use that and you haven't, but these people have still been able to use you or me however they want. But your request is not, when you need help or you feel like one of theirs did something to you and you call for help, it's like, oh, we didn't see that happen. We don't know. No, you really don't need no help. We checked your stuff last night and everything seemed fine. But you're in pain or something like this. And they're trying to ignore it. Like something has changed here. All right, we got diamond energy. Damn, we was just talking about this diamond person, weren't we? You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. All right. And this came in kind of crooked. All right. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with somebody needed to take out a masculine energy in order to... Because you would be freaked out if you found out a group of people lived in a close vicinity to you because of what you are. And because you can't see it, you get attacked. And these are people that they don't sleep or something. They watching you all the time because they know people come and attack you. But all your life, you didn't know that people was doing this. You know, somebody come fix your roof and it's hot outside and they all dripping sweat. And there's a lot of them and you make some fresh lemonade. And a nice gesture would be to bring them out something cold or offer them some bottles of water throughout the day to say that you're thankful or grateful, even though you're paying these people to do your roof. This is what I'm saying. They made some kind of gap in between the king or the person that people would worship or the person that they would love or respect or cherish or see in a certain light as elevated or different, bigger than, smaller than, whatever this is. These people have they've done something like that to disconnect the person from their people. It's making me think about the book The Spring when Esther tells them, my people knew how to get to me until you ruined it. Somebody's messing with alchemy. They're messing with the CDC. They're messing with something here. And these are foreign scientists. They're your friends until you keep telling them, I see what you're doing. Do you not know what you're doing? Because God's showing me what you're doing. And nothing that you're doing is friendly. And then people going to say, why you didn't say nothing? And I'm going to say, go back to them videos and tell me that I didn't warn you about Kismeek and them. These people are not your friends or nothing like this. They're not friends of America. They just only, they only keep saying that until you could trust them. And America, that could be a part of Satan's crew. You just can't fool me. Because these are people that's just like, oh, I'm addicted to what I see in the samples when I take your blood. That's not care. That's not love. You don't care if other people know that you're doing this and then they want to try this and they got some shanky danky lab in some kind of hidden layer in the park and all the needles is dirty and shit. And now that you done, oh, anybody, all the lesser scientists can go in and now you got tetanus, you got all this other shit. No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not going there. I could detect some cheap shit, bitch. I might be broke as hell, but bitch, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. I'm not no motherfucking brokey. Okay, and I ain't broken. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, my style, my taste, my flavor, whatever this is never gonna change. You could try to make me the dirtiest thing. I'm still going to be the one that's going to, if you ask me to help you put together an outfit, I'm going to hook your ass up. And if I want to put together something and I got enough money to buy whatever I want to be a showstopper at a party, that shit is going to be lit. So don't fool yourself now. Okay? When somebody can't really put all that money and time in their dressing because they're barely trying to survive, and a motherfucker and the motherfucker that got everything and getting free things sent to them like these YouTubers, and they can convince you because people sending them things that go together to put on as if they in the fashion industry, and some of us got that in our fucking blood too. We might not even be worried about how we dress. You look at somebody like Versace and them; these people wasn't dressed up to the T all the time. They wasn't. But they was making sure other motherfuckers was dressed up to the T. You get what I'm saying? You got to know what you're talking about. We got the funnel here. Period of frustration. And I feel like some of these people that lost their touch or they passed away, and some of them, they got to, you got to give them that gut sucker punch too. Like, if you trying to play with me, like the reason why you didn't choose me because of what? Please. I know what some good shit look like. I just never ain't been able to buy it. But I know some good shit when I see it. You know what I'm saying? We got the funnel here. Okay, a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. Something is over. These people might need you and don't want to say something, or they were able to identify that somebody's a liar, a super fucking liar. All right. And they want to know what you think about something, maybe. We got sunrise here. New creative ideas, new venture. Okay, a fresh start. Okay, this could be coming towards someone here. Also, somebody's just holding on to you because they're part of the secret society that can change people's lives. And somebody is just holding on to you for 4 or 5. They already got the woman somewhere that's stupid, that's sitting there like, when are you going to leave her and come and be with your new family or whatever? Oh, I don't know. And the person can't even see that the person don't want to be with you no more. You disgust this person. They just want to sit around you and torture you. They don't want to leave you with what's left to you. And they don't want to. And so then they get mad when you catch on and you start doing little shit, or you're not giving a fuck no more. All right, and then this person start feeling aggravated. Okay, I think it's a natural response because some people want you to walk away from something, but these people trying to give you something or get you wrapped up in a contract or something when you're not supposed to be in a contract, or they're gonna try to give you something that already fucking belongs to you or me, whoever we talking about. Like they doing something. So somebody is coming up with a crafty way to get you on board. And I told you there could be something like this where somebody else had to get moved out the way. I don't know. All right. We got a mountain, a major challenge to overcome. Okay. This was coming in sideways. So this could be something here that is moving out of the way. Something is being moved here. And then we have barking, advice from a friend. Okay. This made me think about Wi-Fi or something, talking through the internet. I don't know. And then we got money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find. I'm telling you, this one to come out in reverse. Somebody is playing around. This like you gonna leave your house or something like this, and you come back to get something a week later, all your shit gonna be out on the curb, ain't gonna be none of yours left in there. A whole new family is in there. Now somebody could have a family already over here somewhere with a child and a wife and everything. They're waiting for something to happen to you so that they can move to the house you in. Like, we got tankard. A celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Yeah, these people thought that they was gonna celebrate your death or the death of something. All right, and this could be funny because whoever they got rid of was who they needed. You ain't gonna you don't need this person, or I don't need this person. It might be who these people needed. Being spiteful. Okay, entertainment. Yeah, this could be somebody in the entertainment industry that after these people cross this line or something like this, that's who these people needed or something like this. I don't know. But they could have sacrificed somebody for the whole. Okay, keep it in your pants. Okay, with this J energy. All right. I don't know what somebody kind of trying to do. Maybe make you come back in the next lifetime as a male, if you're a female, or a female if you're a male. Persecution or torture on the islands. Polytheistic. Some of these people convince your children or your people to go against you so that you can, so that they can use them up for a couple years and then say, oh, well, we found out what you did to your mother to get here 4 years ago. When these people kidnapped these people and took them there, some of them. And since these people so stuck in Stockholm syndrome, they're gonna say, "Oh, I did this against my mother or something." Oh my gosh! But this is for these people to get away with it. No, you kidnap these people. You kidnap these people, and then you make them feel bad about it. Also, they're giving resources to these people that are staying in the 3D in obviously abusive situations. Some of our abuse is 100% in the dark. We don't see it. You know. And some of these people, they're wasting our resources on people just because women are crying every night. Oh, he just keeps cheating on me. And then they wasting the resources on these people when these women, you know what I'm saying? Some of these women got their own money. But they addicted to the person's sex or something like this. They're wasting resources on women that don't have no options or no choice. Or we wasn't given that many something like this. Or we wasn't given an outlet. But we have we have the stamina or whatever it takes to leave the situation. We see that it's wrong, but we don't have nowhere to go, you see. And there's some people that want to still stay in a relationship and keep on suffering this and end up in the emergency room every year. They like the drama, so they like to hold on to those particular women. They don't like to mess with the women that you don't have to teach me no lesson. I just don't have no fucking where else to go, I'm guessing. And they like to they think that this is a weakness or something like this. This is what these people think. They think that it's a weakness if you sit here. You don't have to explain it to these people. But, oh, why you still there? Oh, let's walk away from this person. That's a weakness or something. It's not. It's actually strengthening someone. Because, you know, if some men, like, if they get attacked by a woman or something, they say, oh, I'm getting out. What's the first thing they say? You just hit me? You just did this? I'm getting out of here. You know, most women on the movies, they show us they get smacked or something, they fall down to the ground and cry a little bit and run away. And then, you know, maybe they'll tell somebody or maybe something like this. But that's the first reaction. And a guy, did you just come up on me like this? Oh, I'm getting out of here. Or something like this. We got possessive love here. Okay. But somebody could have been invited to go to some place for fun or something like this. And this is not fun what happened here. Got bratshun. Like somebody could be a brat or like the brat of the family. Okay. We got celly. Somebody lost their celly. Somebody could call it like a telly or a celly, like communication. Somebody could be British or something like this. All right. And then we got ID, celebrate, love. Somebody is realizing. Now, this is somebody that's only supposed to have one person, right? But secretly, they had other families and stuff. And this person come back on the scene. And then when they look at all these other women that they treated better than the one that they try to give the bare minimum to, they're like, oh, you know, this person, you know, like that's what I told you. Even if you or whatever this is, they thought that you was able to get away with having an affair and shit like this in the past. Some power shift move. This person only move so that you will not be as free as you used to be able to be in this contract. So somebody think that what they doing to you changed your sexual preference. It's just like, motherfucker, do you know what it means that somebody is in a different place in their life? You know what I'm saying? If I have friends or I hung out or something like this, I choose when the fuck I want to do this or not. I'm always still going to be some kind of person that could be used for whatever this is. Like somebody saying, oh, this person is celibate or something like this. Oh, I could go back. But no, this person is also aware of the bullshit that your family and stuff and whoever these other people is, whether you want to admit it or not. And that's when you going to have to step aside or something like this. Okay? We got this gift here. The ID that somebody's got the gift. Okay, and they are celibate, or you got this something already, and you wasn't around here sleeping with all these people trying to gain up some sexual momentum and call it spirituality like the rest of these people. The only thing missing from you is the money. See, okay, somebody got the gift already. That's why they blocked you from the money. These people had to go screwing around or something in a lump sum to get the gift, possibly, or what they thought was one. And now they mad and they trying to stop your money. Okay, want you down there crying and begging for something, for your nails done, something like this. Okay. Are you done? Is it enough now or something like this? Page of Swords. Whoever these people is, they can't bring a tower because the truth is being prevailed about a certain group or a sector of people. And they wanted to bring a tower and have you crying or something like this. But somebody seen what the fuck these people is doing here. Even in the early ages here, they was already in this. This is a program that they had, a software or something they had running on somebody when they met you. So this could be somebody trying to prove that these people targeted an individual. Somebody gave somebody a mark or something like this. Or they targeted this individual and they went up on this person. And this is all somebody needed to know. About who is this true king, energy, king of coins, energy. I'm about to say world card, king of Turtle Island, the earth, or king over the earth, or over the kings. Somebody found out something here. The real sun. All right. I wonder why is this person ain't pulling on this person's long hair no more. 5 of Cups. Somebody's not crying no more. Hold on one second.